top. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no good this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say they want that issue, I'm going 50-50, and then nigga got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room. You're chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wasn't me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven or earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. If a then a girl do it better. If a you know what?
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. Punter Jordan Stout looks ready for that opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Devin Duvernay to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Working from the gun, Williams. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. This one gets to the 22. It's Azareye'h Thomas making the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, here's Williams. Complete right side, Burton has it. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Completed to his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Right up the gut. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Throw here, third down. Left side, backs there, caught! And he's going to score! Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They give on second to Hall. And they make the stop. We're going to say about the 37-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. He's still going at the 30. And they're finally able to send him out. Gave up a great game, but surprisingly, not a first down. It's third down instead.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Third down give to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. His legs giving this opening drive some extra legs, partner. Good enough there to pick up the first.
Yeah, and I think that's good, Kate, because nobody on that sideline wanted to kick a field goal right there. You reach this part of the field, you want to go finish with 6.
Street, 19, Tiger, Mustang 19.
Here's Hall once more. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Throwing on second. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. He dodged the tackle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He's got it. And he's going to be touchdown about 3 yards shy of the marker.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More for MetLife coming right up. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll throw for it. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Complete to Raymond. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets getting ready for this first and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On the counter, Hall. Makes a cut to the right sideline. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a second quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He lost the football. And they steal it back. He lost the football. And they get it back. Nearly a fumble lost by both teams on the same play. But it'll just be one turnover as the defense recovers.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. They set up the screen here for Hall. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. Stout all set to send this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. On play action, Williams. This one falls incomplete. Trey Harris, the intended target there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Hits his running back. We'll have the first down and even more. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, they'll run. Makes the tackle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw by Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 1-score game in the first half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive at home. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Second down pass play coming. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing now off the play action. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Looking in the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Still sticking with the passing game. Same guy, Wilson again. And this one doesn't go far. The Bears decide to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Throwing from the gun. And he's got it. It's in close. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Looking to throw on first and goal. Got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, New York. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Trevino ends on the point after. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down. Here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They will go for it, Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up. after that miscue on 4th.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Jalen jumps in with the pick.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. Chased out to his right. Look at this first play. He's got it down the sideline. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Bears narrow the lead entering halftime. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against the defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Turpin on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the half to give them up. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
They're going play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down.
Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Odunze's got it right side. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bears first down.
Back-to-back carries here. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Jamian
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Raymond there to grab it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams set to pass. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the left side, reeled in by Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hall running between the tackles. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. He'll throw it. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. They've got 1st down here from the 36. It's Hall on the carry. He has room past the 25. There he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jets keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
42. Bears 28.
Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. That's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Air it out on 3rd. This is hauled in by Harris. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
It's a gain of 16
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Williams from the gun. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, the core component like the pass rush today isn't there, but the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he's going to have this one down to the 28. And it's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Here's Williams. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Trying to find his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Throwing from the gun here. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
The quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. 3rd and 2, Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th.
Touchdown, Bears.
Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a...
Put the body on the line for his team. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
From the gun, it's all. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down here from the 36. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get it home that side.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Hall on the give. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. They get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets up by 6. All set now. First and 10. This is Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Second and 7.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, ready?
They're going to pass it here. Completed left side to Smith. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets go up by 12 in the fourth. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Bears 36.
Stout all set to send this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Trying to push deep downfield. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's cut at the 25. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Williams and the Bears getting set to try for 2. He'll look to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And the Jets come up with a football that should just about ice this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Design quarterback run here. So the win goes to the Jets. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, I leash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body.